If I can't keep my head held high enough, I'll just speak love and watch the smiles come, bring my spirits up. There's some shit I like to fix, but I still know that I'm blessed.
Action.
Alrighty. Some little airplane going off on the distance. So I'm here at the beach in Grover Beach. This area is where you can go hike through there, horseback riding, all that. I got up what I thought was early to beat the crowds, and as you can see, I barely even found a parking spot. Beautiful mid-November day, about 80 degrees, expecting it to be about 85 today. Gorgeous. Gonna take you on a walk and talk, and then a field trip at the end. I'll separate the videos. Hopefully I remember. I forgot that the car should have divided. So Finn's restaurant here sits right on the beach. Nice little local place. The owner is an amazing man, does a lot for the community and fundraisers for the homeless. And sorry about that, where were we? Another little snafu there. This is where you can drive right on the beach, here at Pismo Beach. Pretty rare. They're actually in the process of making changes, restricting some of the vehicle usage out here. It's a big controversy here in the area. This is considered a state park, so you've got the rangers, they call them rangers on duty for state parks, yeah. So here's the awesome patio area for Finns. Got fire pits out there. Give you a peek of the ocean, and you'll see some of these vehicles head on out at the sand. It's gorgeous today. Once again, Bobby's working. Even the mountains and the hillside are beautiful. Prettier when they're green, but so he's working again, and I'm living on vacation. Lucky me. Feeling blessed. I do appreciate his hard work. Wow. Busy down here today. There goes a truck headed out onto the sand. There's areas here, I'll show you in a minute. So this is what we're looking at today. Beautiful day on the Central Coast of California. A little different view for you. You see the, I dropped something, sorry guys. You see the pier in the distance. That's Pismo, where we shot some footage of Clam Festival and hanging on the patio and the rooftop. You can wander all through the dunes here as well. These are the signs telling you don't drive any further down the beach this way. But here, all the way down, further than the eye can see, you can drive all along there. There's a creek crossing down the way depending on weather. And in the back dunes, they have for the more adventurous, where they like go off jumps and make it up big hills and race and all kinds of stuff. So it's looking like a beautiful day. Beautiful day for a walk, if you ask me. So you should come along. And at the end, we're gonna end up somewhere really cool. So those of you that watch the channel know that I'm just had an evaluation for a fitness program, like a rehabilitation type fitness program. And while I'm waiting approval, he has the regimen he wants me to start with and get used to and such. So, resistance exercise. It's 17 exercises on the list. It takes about a half hour, and they're exhausting. The first time was heck. It's a little easier each time I do it now. And let's see, then 3 days of walking. Oh, there's a cool little dune buggy thing right here. Fun, 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 fun. Sorry if it's a little loud for a minute. They got the little puppy. Oh, there's some signs about the vehicle access controversy. I'm gonna cut through here. So I'm walking 3 days a week. It's sort of interesting, all the to-go drinks and stuff. They're letting that stand even after the shutdowns and stuff. It's interesting, some business models picked up some new stuff from it. So anyway, I don't like when I'm walking in the neighborhood, I'm not gonna tape because I want to show you guys different scenery and such. So this will get me out for my walks in different spots. Let's get your little dolphin statue here. Yeah, he's good people for sure. I know his name, I'm not gonna mention it though. Locals know who it is. And so that's 6 days of exercise I mentioned, and then the 7th day, which is Tuesday, the yoga regimen continues. So here's the patio from the other side. It's interesting too, the shapes of these dunes change continuously as the wind blows. We've hung out here and had picnics and stuff and met up with family for picnics here at this beach when they come to visit. So yeah, there's tons of people out walking today. I was hoping it wasn't gonna be so crowded. So there's this cool little thing here they had a few years back. I'm not gonna walk out to it. But it's handicap accessible. You get a nice view of the waves there. They got some benches and stuff.
Or we go back to the car. Hold my hand or we go back to the car.
So yeah, that's not where we're going today. Bustle, bustle, bustle. Actually October, November, December, fall here. It's just gorgeous. Hopefully the wind isn't too bad, guys. I had to take the AirPod out. It keeps giving me troubles. Years ago, I used to have a walking partner. We would walk 2 days a week. And we would start in her neighborhood, which is probably about a half mile in that direction. And we'd walk from her house through and down this whole trail I'm going to take you on and past and down into Pismo. And the golf course is here. Small little golf course. You'll see other snippets of it along the route. The same gentleman that has the restaurant over there, Finn's, also has the golf course. They do have the big tents like what you see there. People have weddings and events and stuff. You can rent the facilities for that. Plus the golf course. I'm not sure how many holes on this course, but I know it's small. So there's the lower track here that this lady and her cute puppy are on. But yeah, everywhere they're promoting, trying to preserve these clams. No bikes, no horses, dogs on a leash. So we're gonna do this one today. I haven't done this one in a while. We used to do it quite a bit. Hello. See all the ice plant that grows around here. People in the little nooks and crannies of the dunes hanging out. You all know that I grew up in Northern California. Spent my whole childhood and early adult life there. And beaches there are so much different than this. I like our beaches here. I mean, I like the ones north too, but they're just windy and colder. It's just different. And I like the ones here better than the ones further south. I don't know, they just have more natural features and character. And I just love it here, can you tell? So I got my, so the golf course is over there. Oh, they turned around. Interesting. I was all ready to avoid taping them. They've turned around. So she's traveling across the United States for the last few days. She's giving me little updates as she crosses into each state. So I'm gonna hopefully put a little small montage together regarding that, even though they didn't really stop. They had to get to their destination pretty quick, but there's pictures from the inside of the car at least. Sorry if you hear jingling. I got my bag full of stuff, my water and my keys and everything strapped to me. All right, we're coming up to the high point of the boardwalk here. You're gonna get to see a pretty nice view. Look at this guy jogging through there. Wow, that's some intense training. So yeah, here's part of the view today. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. You can see Pismo a little bit better in the distance. Although there's tons of cars and it's busy, I feel like gratefully that a lot of people aren't up on this trail with me right now. Nice overview of the golf course too. For you golfers, there's so many golf opportunities in this area. Avila, we already touched on one of the field trips out there. Look that up if you haven't seen it. Gorgeous out there. Drop the kids off at the beach. You could do that here too. Kids hang out at the beach. Dad and Grandpa and Uncle Joe go golfing. Huh? They got like some nice seating areas here. Take a little break while you're walking. Just want to savor the view. Don't mind if I do. Never get sick of it. Keep moving here. I don't want to get pinched with people. Hello. Good morning. People are super nice and friendly here. Lots of locals. Hi. You know my rule though, I don't just stick a camera in people's faces. That's obnoxious. We were laughing the other day about people who end up in the camera who maybe don't want to, and they make a big deal about it and hide their face. Or it's funny, we're like, no one would even pay attention if you weren't doing that. Here's a nice shot. You've got Avila way out there in the distance. So at the tip there is where the lighthouse is. Like I said, I've kayaked out to that lighthouse, but I was not able to go in, so that's on the list too. And I hope to take you guys along. I'm gonna go back this way too. Really pretty today. Come on, another little doggy. Little doggy, little doggy. We'll get on this side for now. We'll see what these people do. So the golf course continues on out in the Monterey cypresses all throughout, which you know I love those. I don't know how many holes. I'm gonna guess 9, but that's a total guess. That lower path is where you're able to actually ride the bikes, just not up on this part. Let's get out of their way. Oh, there goes a monarch. Hello. How are you? Excellent. I wish this walk was within walking distance of home. if that makes sense. But it's literally, I'm gonna sound like a spoiled brat, but it's about a 4-minute drive to get to the path. I mean, I guess I could walk both. It'd take a while though. Plus there's a field trip at the end of this one today. So now we drop back behind the dunes again. And it just gives you kind of a little different feel. Of course, the ocean is right on the other side there. As I'm doing these fitness exercises, I can definitely feel my strength building too. And sleeping a little bit better too. I just always thought 3 days a week of walking or exercise or yoga, whatever combination was enough, but he says we need to, every single day, we need to, let me get out of this lady's way. We need to exercise at least a half hour. And if you do an hour walk the day before, it doesn't mean you don't do it the next day. Hello. There's a cool spot up there that you can go up in that little cluster grove of trees. So we're heading into winter time. The videos that we shoot aren't going to look anything like winter because this is winter here. Literally blue skies and sunshine. And my friend that I've mentioned who's heading on to different location is doing all this in winter, and the places she's going are all cold. Let's see, I'll go on this side, I think, for these, the little Pomeranians, I think. Little cuties. Maybe. Are they Pomeranians?
Yep.
Okay. I'm like, is that what they're called? They're very cute. So yeah, it's really cool up here. Great photo shops. Usually not a shopping cart here, but so yeah, if you go up top, some cool old fallen eucalyptus and cypress trees, and we've taken photos there. And the view's nice too. Should I take you guys up there? I guess I will. Why not? While in Rome, right? I'm here. I probably won't. Hello. So I probably won't do this path again, so I don't like to bore you guys. I like fresh. So let's go up here. I'm gonna walk up in the sand. It's always fun. And of course, these are my hiking shoes, my normal, my everything shoes. See the path view that I'm going to be heading down there to the distance. I wore tennis shoes to the fitness thing, and the other day when I did the walk in the rain, or after the rain, my feet hurt. So I think it's my Birkenstocks or nothing. Alright, let's come up to like a cool angle maybe. Kind of feel like you're on like a deserted island. So now we're much closer to Pismo. There's more trails heading up that way. There's just trails all through here. Some people hanging out over here. It's really cool up here. It's kind of this little bridge. Oh, trail's getting more congested there. So yeah, another gorgeous view. Every one of them is gorgeous. Another nice little shady spot over there. what our tumble trees look like closer. So I'm going to be headed down that path towards the state campground there. Oh my gosh, I hate it when people do this. Come on, people. Don't be disgusting. Even when I went to the Grand Canyon, people were leaving their graffiti on things. Just the disregard of everything is upsetting. A nice shot heading, looking back in that direction where I came from. I hear the golfers cheering. So yeah, I would walk off in that direction. You can see the raised boardwalk over there. Nice and shady here too. One last look at this before I head back down the main path here. This is pretty at sunset too. Of course, you can imagine the orange glow coming through the fallen tree branches and stuff. So now my shoes are filled with sand. Dismal Heights. One of my friends lived up there. Oh my gosh, the views. Incredible. Like looking up there, you feel like, oh, I know what the view would be like. Until you're up there and looking down at that from that view. You have to see it to believe it, I'm telling you. It did take my breath away the first few times. All right. Might I go off this one since my feet are sandy anyway? Let's do it. It'll be less congested. My hands are full of sand. My feet are full of sand anyway. Oh, it's much harder to walk in the sand. I didn't know it was this deep. Oh well, you don't always pick the right way when you take the fork in the road, do you? The guy's getting really deep. This will be a good workout. Another uprooted tree. The bottom side of a tree. Oh, guess people really wanted to get into the golf course there. About 3 or 4 years ago, we hadn't had rain at all, and then we kind of got some bigger storms, and a lot of these more shallow rooted trees just couldn't hold on, so they just toppled over basically. What's that sound? There's a weird sound over there. Therefore, I will not be going over there. It stopped. That was so weird. So there's more golfers. Looks like this. Oh, that wouldn't have been where to go anyway. That goes down into the depths of something. I'm joining the main trail again here. Yeah, I didn't bypass much of it, but I'm here in the thick of it. And there's other views up there. Alright, that'll probably be the last we see of the golf course, I think. Headed to the state park. Oh, there's another butterfly. Oh, I like this spot up here. You'll see these trees in a moment. Hold on, let me get out of their way. Hi. So those cool trees right there, they just remind me of something out of Africa. I've posed up there by it at sunset. They probably don't look like much to you, but they're pretty cool when they're here. They're rather tall too. Okay, so here shortly we're gonna be along the little creek area for a minute. There's probably no water though, I bet. That's all state campground, which you can see is completely empty. More paths going all throughout the dunes. So I don't know, this was closed during the shutdowns, the campground. Then it was open, and then they were repairing damage, and it was closed, and it was open. And I don't know that they opened all summer, to be honest. I do not know the story behind it. It's very weird. And I see lots of people walking around. Oh, there's some water in the little bit of water. You'll see up here, there's usually a little duck pond area. For a long time, they had signs saying you can't even walk around in the campground there. So either people are disregarding the signs or you're allowed to now. One of the two. Okay, well, they definitely did improvements. They have repaved the entire place. I see that very noticeably. I'll give a view to you folks who maybe camp here or want to come camp here. It looks cleaned up. It's a beautiful campground, actually. Highly recommend. All right, back to the path. Another rest bench here. And don't forget, this is all state park territory, so I'm basically hiking in a state park right now. Support your state and national parks. We got to keep these undeveloped areas. We do support the parks when we can. So down there's a little creek area. I'm approaching my destination. That's probably why it's getting louder. Oh yeah, I think that's where that other path back there where the weird noise was. Is that butterflies? I think that comes out here. Butterflies. Could that be a hint of something to come? Usually there's ducks here off the bridge. Sometimes even turtles. Ew. The water doesn't smell very good. Let's see what we got here today. Just little bit of water running towards the ocean there. It's very pretty, peaceful. I'm not seeing ducks or turtles in here today. It looks pretty stagnant. Some more of the water here. It's not moving. Something must be blocking it. It's even backed up a little bit over here on the campground side. Oh my goodness gracious. Wow, okay. I'm gonna be regrouping. You can see these crowds up here. This is where I'm headed. Me and everybody, I guess. I'll do a little intro before I cut out, and then you'll just hopefully I'll remember to put the link. If I don't, you can search for Monarch Butterfly Grove. All right, so in the distance across the bridge here and into the distance, you can kind of see some folks there. Is where we're headed to the Monarch Grove. We do visit the Grove every year. The last few years it's been dismal. They counted less than 100 butterflies last year, no joke. And we've been keeping our ears open for the numbers, and I want to say they said 70,000 last count. So I'm pretty excited to get in here and see the butterflies recovering. Part of the recovery is they have encouraged everyone across the path, and they migrate from Canada, basically, to plant milkweed. They need that to survive. And for that and whatever other reasons that Mother Nature has going on, seems like that's all helping. So don't forget to stop and smell the flowers, guys. There's no flowers nearby. I'm gonna head in to the field trip portion now and see what butterflies I can see. Bye, love you guys. Thanks for watching.
If I can't keep my head held high enough, I'll just be love and watch the smiles come.
Thanks for watching.
Bring my spirits up.
Don't forget to stop and smell the flowers.
There's some shit